Hey folks, welcome. I'm Ivy Rivera, Psychic Medium. This is episode number 2 of Living in Truth Short Stories, Kundalini versus Downloads, Side Effects. The first thing we need to understand is the difference between a download and Kundalini. Receiving a download, check out this class to learn more, typically comes directly through your crown chakra at the top of your head. This can happen when you're meditating. It can happen at any time when you're awake, really, but typically it happens when you're asleep. A download is a set of instructions or information given directly to you because it pertains to work that you came to Earth to do. Now, to better understand this work, you can check out a life contract reading with me at any time. Life contract is the agreement that you signed on to before you came to Earth. It's full of information like certain relationships that you're going to have, lessons that you're supposed to learn, work that you're supposed to do, and everything in it is on a deadline. Your ancestors, your guides, your angels, your higher mind, the universe, everyone is working collectively to make sure that you finish what is within that contract, but also that you meet those deadlines. A download prepares you to be able to do the work that you came here to do. Now, if you receive a download while you're awake, it would be pretty obvious. However, most of us get these at night. And so when we wake up, we would notice that our ears are plugged or that there's a weird vibrating, a frequency like a tinnitus in the ears. You might feel like your vision is off, translucent lines crossing your vision, or discombobulated feeling like you're somehow not centered. You may also feel like your spirit is not really connecting with your body. You can't get rooted and grounded. Then we see more severe side effects, like the next 3 weeks typically would involve a lot of changes with your energy level, your appetite, your sleep patterns. A lot of people stop eating. They may actually lose some weight. Many stop sleeping their traditional 8 hours. So we not only see less sleep, we also see an increase in energy. This typically comes along with some feelings of vibrating or restless leg syndrome, a general sense of racing thoughts or being sort of emotional. And this is often misdiagnosed as manic depression or having a manic episode. Now, I can't prescribe or diagnose, so I do recommend that you see your physician if you have these issues, but these are the typical side effects of receiving a download. But in general, you feel great about everything. Even though it would look very much like a manic episode, you don't have all the negative side effects. You're not heavy or depressive. You have an invigoration about you and a great sense of adventure for the life that you are about to create for yourself. You may have really wild, vivid dreams. Your dreams have gone from being sort of normal subconscious dreaming to prophetic or astral travel. You may feel as though you're building something and you are racing the time clock, because a lot of times you are. You may feel like it's energy bouncing from your crown chakra all the way down to your feet, back up and down, almost like a ping pong game going on inside you. Now, downloads can also come with some interesting information that really doesn't get utilized for quite some time. For example, I had a friend who received a download and afterward was able to recite the Bible cover to cover, even though he had never studied the Bible before. Well, this came into play several years later when he had to do some very intense spiritual work. Typically, the side effects from a download are going to last maybe 3 weeks to 2 months. People get downloads at different rates. It really depends on your life contract, but those who are here to do light work do seem to receive them quite a lot more than the average person. Kundalini, on the other hand, is a detoxing process due to an awakening. An awakening can occur for many reasons. Maybe you had to go under anesthesia and have a tooth removed, or you went through a terrible divorce, you had a car accident, you lost a family member, you got pregnant and had a baby. There are many reasons that this can occur, triggering a Kundalini. So anything that you've been holding on to, whether it be from a past life, it be from your childhood, it be unresolved issues, energy in your chakras that has been blocking your growth and development, that will get washed away. Every new level, there's a new devil. Every time the bus stops, somebody's got to get off. In order for another door to open, another door has to shut. And that's what Kundalini is. It's a detoxing process. We talk about this a lot at Reiki training. Check out this class to learn more. When I give you an attunement, I'm essentially triggering a Kundalini to help you release anything that is blocking the Reiki energy from flowing through you so that you can be a more powerful healer. But when it happens naturally, it can be quite shocking. So you would notice a lot of physical side effects, and these are pretty instantaneous. These would include things like nasal drainage. So it can almost seem like you have a chronic cold or allergies or some type of a sinus problem. You may have flu-like symptoms, but notice that no one else around you is sick. Headaches, aches and pains throughout the body that come and go. A lot of people experience a detox with their mental and emotional state. So it's sort of like doing shadow work at warped speed. You may cry a lot. You may process a lot of thoughts that you had never wanted to address before. It's like a floodgate. It just sort of comes over you and you want to let it go. A lot of women who went through menopause may find that they're fertile again and their periods come back. If you've been struggling with pregnancy or infertility, you may end up pregnant at that point. We would definitely see a likeness to a download side effect in regards to the ear ringing, the tinnitus, the feeling of pressure in the ears, but it tends to be the left and then the right and sometimes both. It switches up, and we definitely see an increase in intuitive intelligence, psychic, mediumistic, and empathic across the board. Kundalini can last anywhere from 1 to 3 months. I find that with a lot of people, because they're fighting it, they can drag out the process so that it'll sort of let up and then it will come back repeatedly. There are a lot of similarities between the two, including the emotional, mental, and physical side effects that make you feel like you're really going through some kind of dramatic change. But the distinguishing factor is why it happens. A download is information, direction about your life contract, and a Kundalini is allowing for energy to flow through you so that you can better heal yourself and others. So let's do a recap. A download is a reception of information and direction about your life contract. Whereas Kundalini is a detox so that your energy field is more wide open to receive and channel healing energy. If you want to see a full list of mini classes here on YouTube, you can go to the playlist. I hope this helped clear up some of your questions. Keep them coming. Please post below for any future episodes you would like to see. Thanks so much for tuning in.